Let's have a look at the color grading interface in the color page. Let's start with resetting my workspace. Going to workspace and reset UI layout. And now when you open up the color page in DaVinci Resolve, your screen should look like this. So in the middle of the color page we have the viewer. This is how your shot is going to look like when you export it, but also how the audience is going to see the video at the end. And below that we have two timelines. I'm gonna add a few more clips to the edit page to make it a bit more clear how it works in the color grading page. So the first timeline is the clip timeline. So any thumbnail that you select will show up in the viewer, and that will also be the clip that you are going to grade. So every thumbnail in the color grading page represents a clip in the editing page. So for example, when I cut this in half, it changes to two different thumbnails. And then you can apply a new color correction to this clip. And down below the thumbnails timeline, we have the regular timeline, this one. And this timeline is designed to see multiple clips on top of each other. So for example, when I put this on here and go back to the color page, you will see how many clips are on top of each other. To be honest, the most of the time when I start color grading, I make sure that everything is on one clip. So I don't really use this timeline, to be honest. So what I normally do is I go up here, click on timeline, and it leaves you with more workspace. So this is for the timeline. This is to show or hide the nodes and all the effects, quick exports, which I never use. Okay, let's talk about this upper left panel. So this is called the gallery. And here you store all the still images. It's not really a good name for what it is actually, because it doesn't only show a still when you grab it from your viewer, but it also saves information as in a preset. So all of the settings from your color grade. So if you have a color grade, you can grab the still and it will take all the adjustment from your color grade. And then when you go to another clip, you can apply it. So basically as in the preset. And here we have the nodes. So I came from Premiere Pro and I never saw nodes before opening up DaVinci Resolve for the first time. It can become a bit overwhelming in the beginning, but I'm gonna talk you through it, and by the end of this masterclass you're gonna understand how to use node in the right way. So all the adjustments that we're gonna make in the image are going to be done in one of these nodes. And then all the nodes together are gonna form your end color grading. You can kind of think of a node as a group of corrections. So if I have selected a node and I'm gonna make an adjustment, like make it a bit more darker, all the information is gonna live in this node. And then when you want to use another effect, you can make a new node. So the first node can be, for example, make it a bit more darker. Here's make it a bit more red. Add some more shadows, add some film grain, add some halation, etc. So I'm gonna talk about this a little bit more, but now you know this is where all the nodes live. So down here you have all the color palettes and you're gonna spend most of your time over here. So all the adjustments you're gonna make in the colors over here are gonna change the colors in your viewer. And like I said, the information is going to live in the node you have selected at the moment you make the adjustment. And every palette has like a specific goal. And there are a lot of palettes, as you see. There's the primary color wheels, but also here, highlights, shadows. There's an RGB mixer. There's a lot of different kind of palettes here on the left. And then we have more tools here in the middle. And then even more here on the right. And even here, it has more options. So I understand if this can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm gonna show you all the most important tools you need to know when you are starting out with color grading. Like for example, the color wheels. If you understand how to do your white balance with the color wheels and how to properly expose your footage, then the rest will follow.